it's so deep that they have as well. All right, there's the coaches poll. There is the Associated Press poll. We've chewed on those, digested them. And then there's one that I'm a part of, and I don't even know why, because I don't remember voting this year, but I guess I did. It's called the Super 16, and it's created by the National Football Foundation. And they have theirs. It's not top 20, not top 25. It's the Super 16. And here we go. Pretty much the same schools, but there are a couple of adjustments. Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson at 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have Michigan, Notre Dame, Utah up a notch, A&M at 8, Oklahoma, Baylor, 9 and 10. We've seen that almost across the board. Oklahoma State, that's almost been across the board. And then you have Oregon, Southern Cal, NC State, Michigan State, and the U.
Yeah, I think everybody's kind of got the same top 16 or 18 in whatever order. I liked that A&M's a little lower in that one. I liked that Utah's a little bit higher. But it really is all about the same. I mean, until again, only the top 4 matter, right? So, you're just trying to get to 4. So as close as you can maybe start out might help you, but too many things are just going to change in
just another poll, right?
Yeah.
This is just another poll, but it's always pretty neat. What does it mean? Really nothing, but it is good fodder. And Utah up a notch. We've been discussing Utah quite a bit as a team that perhaps should be higher in all the various polls, and of course remains to be seen what they do. But that 9, 10, 11, not everywhere, but it seems like 9, 10, 11, Oklahoma, Baylor, and Oklahoma State in whatever order. But that seems to be like no one knows how to separate those 3, and maybe that's what's going to happen this year, because that was pretty much what happened last year, Craig, as the Big 12 wound down their season.
Yeah, I mean, we got to the final week, and Bedlam decided who was going to represent, in the Big 12 championship game, and opened the door for Baylor to get in there after their win over Tech, and Oklahoma State, obviously, with the big win over OU, which we haven't seen happen all that often in recent years. So, to see it play out that same way, I don't think would be all that shocking given what all 3 teams bring back, and just kind of the vibe that you get from media days and all the preseason stuff. I mean, Oklahoma State's not getting a ton of attention, but they are, in the rankings. They're not necessarily, top of mind as far as chatter goes, but they're that team that you go, oh yeah, and Oklahoma State's got to be in there as well. So fascinated to see what Spencer Sanders can do with one final run. He's going out. This is swan song. Oklahoma, obviously, has got a chip on their shoulder for the first time in a long time because of the fact that they have a brand-new head coach, and Baylor's obviously trying to run it back. So we'll see how that works for those 3, but I think there will be some others that have a little something to say as well.
Put that up again, Garrett, the Sweet 16 up again. Alabama, Ohio State, and Georgia, Clemson. That's pretty much been lockstep barrel. Michigan at 5. They've been anywhere from 5 to maybe 8 or so. And then Notre Dame at 6. That's kind of, they've been in that bubble, 6 or 7 or whatever. Texas A&M has been as high as, 6 in one of the polls. They're at 8. And then Oklahoma, Baylor, and Oklahoma State at 9, 10, 11. Here's Oregon. We don't mention them a lot. The Ducks at 12. And then you have back-to-back Pac-12 teams, by the way, with USC at 13. There's NC State. We've discussed the Wolfpack quite a bit. Mel Tucker, what he's done at Michigan State at 15, and Miami, who we highlighted earlier in the week. In fact, on Friday of last week, is at number 16. So you have 3 SEC. I believe you have 3 Big Ten. I believe you have 3 Big 12. And I think you have 3 ACC in that top 16. And there's got to be, who am I missing?
There's 1 independent.
Brigham Young. No, not Brigham. I'm Notre Dame. Notre Dame. That's right. So it's pretty evenly spread out, by the way, when it comes to the Super or the Power 5 conferences around the United States and in college football. Now, here's Andrew McClintock.